Alrighty, it's your boys Zxous, and we're back with another Goddess of Victory Nikke video. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about if you should continue summoning on the Dorothy banner or if you should stop for the new two characters being BLANC and NOIR. Now, this video is obviously not a video that needs to be made, but somebody did actually comment this. And also, guys, remember, I am a YouTuber at the end of the day, so I mean, me personally, I have no problem saying this. I know people, other YouTubers also probably feel the same, but they just won't say it. But I will take advantage of any possible video ideas that I can get, right? Just because I upload 3 videos a day. And again, you guys already know it's not by force for me to do that, but you guys know why I'm doing that. So yeah. Thank you for whoever commented this video. I think it was a no-brainer, but it does come to light when I do see comments like this. And there's gonna be 2 of this. There's actually gonna be one for NOIR, because I think, like, should you summon for NOIR or BLANC against NOIR is more like actual, like that would makes more sense than Dorothy and thing. But this is like, should you continue summoning for Dorothy and thing. But without that out the way, should you be summoning for Dorothy or should you be summoning for the brand new characters BLANC and NOIR? Now, we don't know what they do. Well, we do know that NOIR now is a SG. She's a shotgun user, right? So BLANC is a AR, and then NOIR is a not SMG. She's a shotgun character, right? But the thing is, now this might be a reach, but it might be very cool because Dislike, if you guys know a game called Dislike, they had something like this, right? Where basically, let me explain like this. Nikke has been promoting these two that they're always together type thing, right? And if they're together, something great happens, right? That's just like the whole thing about these two characters, right? They're twin sisters, but if you can catch them together, you get massive luck. That's what they're promoting. Now in Dislike, they also have 2 twin characters, right? And if you guys play Dislike, I think you guys know where I'm going with this. But Dislike also has 2 twin characters where you can play with them individually, right? You can play with this guy right here individually, or you can play with this guy right here individually, right? But if you use them together, they actually get like another effect type thing. I think if you use his ultimate while he is, I'm not saying their name, it's like Zxous, I cannot be bothered, right? But if you use his ultimate while he's on the team, he will end up doing his ultimate or a skill. And I think if he does his ultimate while he's on the team, he'll end up doing a skill or ultimate too. It's a very cool mechanic, right? Because these 2 individually are literally trash. Literally, if you run this guy by himself, he's ass. If you run this guy by himself, he's ass. But together in the game, they're one of the best combos, one of the best combos you can run in the game. And it's a very cool mechanic because individually they're just garbage. But if you run them together, like actually, they become very, very good. So I think they should do something like that in this game. The only problem with that is that those 2 are 4 stars. These 2 are going to be SSRs, right? 4 stars in this game are equivalent to SRs. 5 stars in that game are equivalent to SSRs. Those 2 are 4 stars. These 2 are going to be SSR. So you're going to basically have to have both of them in order for that to work. Now, is that a money grab? Yes, it is. 2 characters and they're bunny girls and stuff like that. A lot of people who, well, free-to-plays will most likely not summon. Well, I've seen some free-to-plays say they're going to summon because of how they look and stuff like that. Understandable. We don't know what they do, but it is understandable. But like I said, we don't know what they do. Now, in terms of if you should be summoning for Dorothy still or not, I think at this point in time, there's only 4 more days with Dorothy, 3 more really. I think at this point in time, if you're like, don't summon no more. You should not be summoning anymore. I think at this point in time, it's been 3 weeks. If you have not summoned and you're still like, if you have not summoned yet and you just don't want to summon or anything like that, or if you're asking yourself if you still summon even though you have a copy or 2 or whatever, just stop. Dorothy is a character who's gonna end up going to, what's it called? She's gonna be a character end up going to regular pull anyways. Right? Now the thing is, I'm not saying just stop for her to summon on BLANC and NOIR. I don't think as of right now, since I don't know what these 2 do, I'm not going to tell you guys to summon for them. Why would I tell you guys to summon for 2 characters that I don't know anything about? That's silly. All I know is that they're AR and shotgun users, right? I don't even know if they're going to be good together like I want. Both of them are Tetra? I thought maybe they would have changed, but I guess that makes sense, right? That's wow, 2 more Tetras. Isn't that wild? 2 more Tetras, like crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, I cannot tell you guys to summon for 2 characters I do not know anything about. But at the same time, I know Dorothy is here, and I don't feel like you should be summoning for Dorothy. If you don't, like, if you're already decided to stop, then at this point stop. Now, if you want LB3, and you know you can go for the LB3, or you're asking yourself if you should summon for BLANC or NOIR, then at that point continue summoning for Dorothy, right? If you want to until the very end, you can continue summoning for Dorothy. Just because Dorothy, at the end of the day, yes, she is going to regular pull, right? And if you do not care for the NOIR collab, then that's fine. I already made a video if you should summon for Dorothy at the NOIR collab. You can watch that if you need that answer. But in terms of if you don't like the NOIR collab and you don't care, but you want Dorothy dupes and stuff like that, but you don't know if you should continue or summoning, but you do not want BLANC or NOIR, or not NOIR, NOIR, but let's say you do want them, right? Then you can continue summoning for Dorothy. Reason being is because those 2 are Tetra lines. Guess where Tetras go? Tetras end up making it to the ordinary recruit banner. You're gonna be able to put them both here on the Tetra line wish list. So then, like, it, right, where Dorothy's a pilgrim, yes, you're gonna be able to pull her from the ordinary recruit as well, but the rates for pulling her is very, very low. It's a 0.0714% chance. She's gonna be right here with Modernia and them. She's gonna be sitting right here with all these characters. Right, so it's gonna be way harder to pull it. And you guys gotta remember, the more pilgrims they add, the harder it's gonna be to get that specific pilgrim, right? You gotta remember that. If they keep adding pilgrims, which they rarely do, but if they keep adding pilgrims and the rates are like that, it's gonna be harder and harder for you to pull that specific pilgrim you want, because now that's 1 extra pilgrim with the same rate as what, 7, 8 other pilgrims in the game, 9 other pilgrims in the game. I think it's 8 right now, right? With her included, I think it's 8. Right? So you got to remember that as well. So if you want, I would highly recommend to continue taking advantage of this character as long as possible, right? If you want to go for the LB3. Now, I want LB3, but I just cannot afford it right now because you guys know what's going on with my bank. If you don't, it's frozen, which is so stupid because it was supposed to be unfrozen a long time ago. But yeah, I'm just going to be satisfied with the LB2, right? There's no point for me to go for LB3 at this point, just because I can't. And even if I could, I probably would have. If I could go for LB3, I would, because I just need 1 more copy, right? If you're close to LB3, which you just need 1 more copy and you can afford it, by all means. If you're close to max core 7, whatever, and you need 1 more copy, by all means, right? Because you can always just summon and then you can just pity them if you need to do that as well, right? But I would highly recommend going for the LB3 for Dorothy. It's not really needed, right? But it is going to be very, very valuable for a character like this who does mad damage, right? Any DPS characters, dupes matter the most for them, right? I feel like obviously dupes matter a lot for every other characters in terms of regular stats and power increase, but I want to say besides that, like, DPS really just benefit the most from it, right? Or characters who have skills that say, oh, you get an effect based on the caster's max HP or attack or something like that, right? But if it's not like that, it's just CP and thing for those types of characters. But Dorothy's not one of those types of characters. So I would highly recommend, for now, I would say Dorothy over the 2 new characters, because I can promise you that Dorothy is going to be better than these 2 new characters, right? That's a fact. There's no way these 2 characters are going to be better than Dorothy. Now, they might be better if they're together, if they do something like that, where if you have both of them on the team, they gain an effect and they're just god tier. That might be the case, but then you got to remember, these are SSRs and you're summoning for 2 characters rather than just the 1, being Dorothy, right? Remember that at all times. So for now, I would highly recommend, if you do not want to continue summoning, then stop at this point, right? If you already have her and you don't want to keep summoning, stop. The only reason why you should be summoning still is if you want to, or if you're close to LB3 or max core, right? Those are the only reasons why you should still be summoning. But if you have 1 copy, there's no point of use for going for LB1 or LB2. If you already have LB2, which is 2 stars on her, then go for LB3. If you're 1 more dupe away from max core 7, then go for 1 more copy of her. If you just do not have her and you still want her, this is your best chance to get her, because after her banner goes, it's going to be very hard for you guys to get this character. Understand that, right? If you still don't have her and you want her, then that's the only reason why you should be summoning. But if you just do not want, if you just do not need her right now, if you don't need more copies, especially if you have one copy of her right now, then just stop and start saving for the next banners, right? I don't know if I'm going to tell you guys to summon for NOIR and BLANC, but at the end of the day, those are going to be new characters that you guys might like for design and stuff like that. You could always remember waifu over meta. Honestly, with the way they're dropping content and how difficult they are, that's no longer a thing. I'm sorry, it's no longer a thing, waifu over meta, because your waifu, hey, my favorite waifu was Crow until I realized, but my favorite waifu was Crow until I realized she could not participate in the game, literally. So there's no waifu over meta in this game. No, this is not Fortnite. This is not, I use my favorite character and we could win. No, I'm sorry, you gotta actually use meta in this game. But yeah, there's a lot of good characters anyways. But yeah, that's my answer. You guys let me know if you agree or not, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out later. Peace. Subscribe, like, join the Discord, become a member by the join button if you want to support your boy, and follow me on Twitch. The link's always in the comments and the description. I'll see you guys next time. I'm out. Bye.